What up, YouTube? We got this Chevelle here. Hello. And this walking zombie.
Yeah, hello.
He came in for a paint job, but he changed his mind at the last minute and want to get it painted later. So what we're doing is sound system, vintage air, new carpet, new headliner, and we're going to put these wheels on it. So first thing is we're going to put the wheels on it, then we're going to remove the seats, run all the sound system wires, which is right here. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the steering wheel. Sound system wires right here, and that way we can put the new carpet on top of the wires. Then we got to wire up this console, and then we'll do the headliner, and then finish it with the vintage air and get them up out of here. So all right, let's put the wheels on and put the steering wheel on. My bad, YouTube, I forgot to put record on this last wheel. I just moved the stand and got to working. So, alright, we got the wheels on. Now it's time to let it off the lift. I got another G body that I need to put on the lift and finish up some rear end stuff, so I don't need this car holding up the lift. So let's let it down, man. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like on all fours. I'm gonna put the tripod a little bit further back so you guys can kind of see when it hit the ground. So, all right, let's see. Alright, YouTube, we got the Chevelle where it's gonna be. We're gonna go ahead and put the steering wheel on. So, all right, let me get the tools that I need. A little small little Allen. All right, let me get the tools I need and go ahead and get this steering wheel installed. All right.
Hello YouTube, we back with this car. It's the screen car.
This is Chevelle.
This is a fish.
Oh, what?
Chevelle, so peace. Bye-bye. Good.
Got the steering wheel off. We're just trying to.
And he can't put the YouTube so YouTube.
Might be.
So YouTube, he gonna peace. Bye-bye.
Try to get it off. Be right back. Alright, YouTube. We got it off. I had to take my rubber mallet because my steering wheel puller missing some pieces. So why you don't let people borrow your tools? They'll never bring it all back. And you don't know until you get ready to use it again. Boy, boy, boy. My big impact. Oh, now the key won't turn. Hold on 1 second, y'all. There you go. I just wasn't jiggling it right. Alright, where's the center cap? Hey Bella, go look at my office on my desk and get that center cap, please. Alright, steering wheel's in. I guess now we'll start cutting out the interior. Taking the seats and carpet out and start running the sound system wires. See what it looks like. Good. Alright, move on to the next thing. Hi YouTube, back on the Chevelle. Got everything cleaned out. Everything labeled in the tote. Only thing to do now is pull the carpet out. And there we go. There we go. So they just threw his computer box on the floor. Boy, that's crazy. That is crazy. They just threw his LS swap computer. He's got them, man, that right there so tacky. Whew. Damn. That's the way they did that shit? Whew, wee. That is tacky. Well, good news is we got all the wires right here for the Dakota Digital that we're going to put in. So at least they're not a pain to get to. So I guess, ooh wee, this is some hack. Ooh, look at that wire. Man, you could at least went to AutoZone and did an add a fuse instead of doing it like that. So it looks like I got some other stuff that I gotta fix. since I'm the last one that's gonna be here and the last one to touch it. So I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna get a computer mount, because you can get those things pretty cheap on eBay. It's clamps on the side and you can mount them anywhere. Let me see, I might can take the dashboard out. I don't know, but I'm gonna mount it somewhere. Mount this somewhere. And make these wires look better after we wire up the Dakota Digital. Whew. Well, that's what we're gonna do, YouTube. Guess the next thing we're gonna do is get the Dakota Digital wired up and get all this cleaned up. I can't put the carpet in right now because I'm waiting on some samples to come. They got like 4 or 5 different greens, so I ordered the samples for all the greens to see which one is going to match with the interior. So once that come in and we pick a color, I'll order it. But we still got other stuff that we can do. The Dakota Digital, the sound system wires, I want to run all the wires underneath the seat. So we got all of that, which is right here. And I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna do the trunk. So in the next clip, we'll have it figured out what we're gonna do next. So see y'all next clip.
1 week later.
What's up, YouTube? We back on the Chevelle. It's been a week since y'all saw that last clip. And I done had the customer come over here, look at the car, and look at the wiring and all that good stuff. Look at the hole in the floorboard. So he added some more stuff to the build. So now he wants me to fix all the wiring, mount the box neat, cut out the rust hole. He wants to add painting green stripes to the hood and the trunk to match the interior. And it was something else. Can't remember. But anyway, you see we done already started doing the power wire. I'll show you guys how we're gonna do that a little bit later. But right now, I'm fixing to get on cutting this rust hole out and remaking another panel and weld it in. So let's do it. Alright, y'all, we got the hole cut out. Now I'm gonna go make another template out of this and grind all of that smooth. It's pretty solid. Just gonna grind it so I can have something to weld to, and that's it. It was hard trying to cut that damn square out and record at the same time, but we got it. Alright, let's go make a template. Alright, y'all, our template fits perfect. We just got to put that little hoop in it, which is fine. What we'll do is we'll weld it here on the side, tack it, take our body hammer and bend it into place, hit it in the middle to let it go from flat to like this, and then we'll tack around it. But first, gotta clean the middle. Let's clean it up. All right, there we go, y'all. I'm gonna grind it down some more with my angle grinder, but I went ahead and made a second piece. I cut the first piece out to here, but that piece, if you go to the previous clip, that piece still, it felt strong, but I went ahead and cut it out. I hate doing two pieces. I would like to do one big piece, but I didn't have enough plate to go back and make another big piece, so I just did two pieces. Well, I'm gonna smooth it out some more, seam seal it, and put this piece in, but I'm gonna clean it up first and put some primer on this back side, weldable primer. So, all right, that's it. All right, YouTube, back on the Chevelle. We got it vacuumed out, cleaned out, and now my guy finna paint the floor with some rubber undercoating. And after that, we'll end this part 1 video, and we'll pick up part 2 with the sound system and doing the trunk and whatever else we do in part 2. But all right, we'll be back.